Hello, welcome to my videos on my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the UEFA Champions League, the round of 16, 2025-2026, second leg. Well, this week were played the second leg games in the round of 16, in the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League. So, for that reason, I'm recording this video where I'm going to talk about what happened this week, and the teams that qualified to the quarterfinal round. So let's start with yesterday. There were played the first three games, the first four games, and today we'll play the last four games in this round, where both of the series were defined because they created the big gap to win that game. In the first game, it was a surprise. The Sporting CP defeated the Bodo Glimt 5-0, and and Sporting CP qualified 5-3. Remember that in the first leg, the Bodo Glimt had won the game 3-0, and they have a great advantage. To be honest, I thought that this game was defined and the Bodo Glimt was going to win this game easily because they have a big gap, 3 goal difference. But about this game, the Sporting CP play a tremendous game. They deserve this victory, and they should have won this game by more than 5, like around 7 or 10 goal difference, because they dominate this game. About the game, the Sporting CP won the game 3-0 in the regular time, and they forced the overtime. In the overtime, they scored 2 goals. The first goal, the fourth goal was scored 2 minutes after the first overtime started. In that moment, the series was over because the Sporting Lisboa had the lead of the series. They scored another in the last minutes of the second overtime, and Sporting CP won the game 5-0, and they won the series 5-3, and they advanced to the quarterfinals. About the Bodo Glimt, they were the surprise of the tournament, where they had a lot of big possibilities to qualify to the quarterfinals, but unfortunately for them, they couldn't held the lead. And in the second game, the PSG defeated the Chelsea 3-0. Remember, in the first leg, the last week in Paris, the PSG defeated the Chelsea 5-3, and they were practically qualified to the quarterfinals. So the Chelsea needed to win the game by 3 goal difference to force overtime. But this didn't happen because PSG was the best team. PSG scored 2 goals in the first 14 minutes, and in that moment the game was over. To be honest, the Chelsea weren't able to compete against the PSG, where the PSG showed why in this moment they are the reigning champion team in this competition and a top three and a top team. And also this was a little revenge for the PSG, because remember that the Chelsea defeated the PSG the last summer, and for that reason the Chelsea won the FIFA Club World Cup in 2025. So, with this victory, the reigning champion team is still alive, and they qualify to the quarterfinals. And in the third game of the series, the Real Madrid, the owner of this competition, defeated the Man City 2-1. This series was over because in the first leg, the Real Madrid didn't have any problem, defeated the Man City 3-0. So, the Man City needed to win the game by 3 goal difference to force overtime. About this game, the game was over in the beginning of the game, because in the minute 22, it was called a penalty for the Real Madrid. The Bernardo Silva received a red card, and for the rest of the game, Man City played with 10 men. Vinicius Junior took advantage to score that penalty, and Real Madrid were leading the game 1-0 and 4-0 in the series, and the game was over. In the end, the Real Madrid had an easy series. The Manchester City were competed, but I think the Guardiola made a lot of mistakes in the first leg that made the difference. So, Real Madrid advanced. They won the series 5-1, and they qualified to the quarterfinals. To be honest, it was another mistake that I did, because you can never bet against Real Madrid in this kind of competition in the UEFA Champions League, and especially in the knockout round, because they know how to win this kind of game. To be honest, even the Real Madrid has not played in a very great season. They are the Real Madrid, and they know how to win to play and how to win this kind of games. And about the Manchester City, I think that Guardiola, he's a tremendous soccer head coach, but he made a tremendous mistake in this kind of game, especially against the Real Madrid. So, and yesterday's last game, the Arsenal defeated the Leverkusen 2-0. Remember in the first leg in Germany, the teams tied the game 1-1, so the game was open for any team. So the winner of this game was going to win the series. So about this game, the Arsenal took advantage to playing home. They didn't have any problem and won the game easily 2-0. To be honest, the Arsenal was so superior from the Leverkusen, so that the Arsenal should have won this game by more than 7 goal difference because they dominated the game. With this victory, the Arsenal won the series 3-1 and they advanced to the quarterfinals. And in today's game, in the first game, the Barcelona defeated the Newcastle 7-2. Remember that the last week the game was played in Newcastle, England, and the game was tied 1-1. About this game, any team that win the game will qualify to the quarterfinals. Where, to be honest, you know that there is 5 goal difference in this game, but the Newcastle play a great game, especially in the first half, where they scored 2 goals. But I think that the tipping point was that in the last minutes of the first half, it was called a penalty for the Barcelona that the referee didn't call in first sight, but the VAR called him and he decided to call a penalty that the Rafinha scored in the last minutes of the first half, and Barcelona were leading the game 3-1. 3-2. Also, Newcastle had the opportunity to score the 3 goal several times in the first half, but they couldn't. And after that, in the second half, Barcelona showed that why in this moment they are better team than Newcastle. They scored another 4 goals and they won the game 7-2. With this victory, Barcelona won the series 8-3 and they advanced to the quarterfinals. In the second game of the day, Liverpool defeated the Galatasaray 4-0. Remember that the first game the first game that was played in Turkey last week, the Galatasaray took advantage of to playing home and they won the game 1-0. So Liverpool needed to win this game by 1 goal difference to force overtime and to win by 2 more goals to win the series. About this game, the Leverkusen was the best team. They suffered a lot to score the first goal, where Dominic Szoboszlai scored the first goal, and Leverkusen in the first half, and Leverkusen were leading the game 1-0. Even the Mohamed Salah missed a penalty in the last minutes of the first half, but in the second half, the Liverpool scored two goals in the beginning of the second half, and that was enough to win that game. So Liverpool was so superior, and they were the best team that they should have won this game easily by 7 or 8 goal difference. With this victory, Leverkusen won the series 4-1 and they advanced to the quarterfinals. And the other series, the Bayern München defeated Atalanta 4-1. Remember that in the last week, the game that was played in Italy, Bayern Munich won that game 6-1. So practically the game was over. In this game, the Bayern Munich had an easy game. They won the game easily 4-1, and they won the series 10-2, and they advanced to the quarterfinals. So in this series, it showed the difference between a top team, the Bayern, against a good team, but not a great team like the Atalanta. And today's last game, the Tottenham defeated the Atletico Madrid 3-2. Remember that in the first leg in Madrid that was played the last week, Atleti didn't have any problem, defeated the Tottenham 5-2. So the Tottenham needed to win the game by 3 goal difference to force overtime. So it was very difficult, to be honest. For that reason, the Atletico Madrid decided to relax the game. The Tottenham took advantage of that. They scored 3 goals, but also the Atletico Madrid scored another 2 goals. And in the end, Atleti won even with today's loss, the Atleti won the series 7-5 and they advanced to the quarterfinals. So, the teams that advanced to the quarterfinals were the PSG, the reigning champion team, the Liverpool, the Real Madrid, the owner of this competition, the Bayern Munich, the Barcelona, the Atleti, the Sporting CP, and the Arsenal. The series in this quarterfinal will be the next. In the north side of the bracket will be is the best part, and in my opinion, in this part of the bracket, in the north bracket, is in my opinion will be the team that will win this competition. Will be the first series will be PSG against Liverpool. It will be a tremendous series, and the best series in my opinion will be Real Madrid against Bayern Munich. In total, these 4 teams had won 28 UEFA Champions League titles. Yeah, 28 UEFA Champions League titles. Of course, that the Real Madrid have won the most with 14. And in the south side of the bracket, the weakest part of the bracket, in my opinion, will be play the series Barcelona against Atleti and Sporting CP against Arsenal. I think that we have possibilities to see a Real Madrid against Barcelona final. This will be amazing, but I think it's very difficult that this can happen. Not for the Real Madrid, because Real Madrid know how to play this kind of series and win it. And the problem with Barcelona, that they suffer a lot when they play this kind of competition. So the quarterfinal series, first and second leg, will be played the next month in April. So remember that before the quarterfinals will start, I'm gonna to record a video where I'm going to give my prediction, and also I'm gonna to record a video after the first and second leg game. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in any social media platform. So see you next video. Jiven.